NBA 2K20 tutorial number 27. Today I'm going to show you guys how to run a 2K pick and roll in a way you have never seen before. We will study in detail the most effective method to score in the pick and roll on any game mode in 2K20, online, offline, and against your friends. If you enjoy my tutorials and you would like to see more, make sure to click on the link above or in the description below for my all 2K20 tutorials playlist, where I guarantee you'll find more videos to help you improve your game. What you're about to see here is the most overpowering method of running a 2K pick and roll. You will likely have never seen this, so watch. That's really weird. What happened there? That's not something you have usually seen during a pick and roll. So check it out. So right here, this is a spread pick and fade being ran here, and everything was great. KG is wide open, but look, 2K20 nightmare pass drag. That is something nobody wants, but you know, it happens, and that just kind of ruins it. And there are other situations where the AI run a bad route, but watch here. Similar situation, but opposite result. Focus on Kevin Garnett here. He's doing no drag, and he's doing the perfect short roll. That is a short roll, and that is actually doable in 2K20, but not a lot of people know about it. So the way to do that is you gotta go to your controller settings first and make sure icon passing is turned into full receiver control. Alright, so that's an absolute must. Have it on full receiver control. I call it the IRC. So watch this. This is the pick and roll, and Garnett right here has the best chance to score. So you must get him the ball on the roll. And years of 2K pick and roll experience tells you to icon pass this or lob it. But the correct answer is to actually icon receiver pass it with what I call the IRC. So how you do that is you tap R1 and then you hold L2 to become KG. But there's a secret here that you must understand. When the IRC is triggered like so, for the initial 0.75 seconds, you are both passer and receiver. So right here is what I call a 0.75 dual control. Like right here, Marbury and KG moves in the same direction as input by me. I actually want Garnett to create a wider roll so he can create a passing lane for Marbury away from Perkins or the defender, number 14. But at the same time, when I'm doing this, because of the 0.75 dual control element, Marbury is moving parallel with KG. They are both moving in the direction as input by me initially for about 0.75 seconds. So you let go of L2 to pass. You've been holding on that down the whole time because you're KG, and you're holding on a turbo to run faster. And there you create a passing lane. It's the best passing lane you can create. You're going to catch it, finish it up strong. So watch here again. I'm swinging the ball around. I'm running my Clippers freelance. I get the ball to Ferguson. And this was meant to be a right side screen by KG into a roll. That's what I've triggered by holding down L1. I run the pick and roll, and then right here the defense played it great. Ferguson is not a great handler, so I know the roll and the drive are dead here. So I tap R1, hold on to L2 and turbo. I adjusted by using the IRC, and I kind of control Garnett to make sure he shorts his roll. So watch how KG and Ferguson moves together in the same direction for 0.75 seconds, because that's just how it is when you trigger the IRC. Ferguson ends up creating a passing lane to hit the KG short roll. I hit the short roll, wide open jumper. Defense cannot adjust to that because it's a really weird route. And here you can see me use an IRC to beat a catch hedge. So once again, this is a KG and Davis pick and roll. I hit the screen, the defender begins to catch hedge, and I'm using IRC to turn this roll into a fade on the fly. So watch, I tap R1, hold on to L2, hold on to turbo. Now I'm KG, I'm going to short the roll, fade out. Davis moves with me, double team does nothing. KG perfectly spaced, hits the jumper. You can see in this instance, I'm running a pick and fade now instead of rolls. I'll do a handoff, flowing into a pick and fade into KG, but defense is running stay attached, so that's perfect pick and fade defense. But because they're running stay attached, the pane is open. So I use IRC to cut in KG. And once again, watch as I trigger the IRC, Carter and KG kind of moves together. So I control Garnett, hit him with that backdoor to make the defense pay for playing that pick and fade with stay attached. I get myself an open lane. Garnett finished poorly here, but that's still a good look. Good play. So here is another instance. You can see I get the ball Carter, walk it across to Marbury. I'm calling a pick and fade from KG. Right down the middle of the court. Carter's going to get out of the way because it's Clippers. I hit a nice behind the back. but KG faded too far here, so I had to IRC adjust him back into range. He's fading out to 3 here. So you can see I'm controlling Marbury and KG for a little bit, and then once I got KG into range, I just stood him there. I stopped moving, and then I just let go of L2, so Marbury would pass KG the ball as I control him, and he's gonna hit this wide open fade. That's pretty awesome right there. So here, watch me become KG and user route my way for an extra time to get an open shot. So here's a middle pick and fade. Defense once again plays this decently. Great catch. And Garnett kind of just ran a really bad route, the computer Garnett. So I had to help him. I became him and then I kind of undercut it. And I got myself a wide open shot here with that undercut route. That was me. Like, if you don't user route that, there's no way you can get that out of a pick and roll or pick and fade. So this IRC method essentially makes all your pick and rolls and pick and fades infinitely better because you can user route the screener in any way, shape, or form. So watch, I'm KG here. I just flash to the middle, get the ball back. There's nothing. Work it back to Marbury. Run another pick and fade. Computer KG popped out too far. Like, that's way too far. That's a bad pop by computer. So I control KG, tap R1, hold L2, hold turbo, come back in, get myself in the range. Now I got a wide open shot. Like, this shot would have been impossible without IRC elements. You cannot control the screener that way without using IRC. You can see here again, I'm running a pick and roll this time. I hit the screen, get away from the defense. KG kind of just rolled his way into like no passing lane, so I kind of control him and I short it, so I create a passing lane for Marbury. Once again, impossible to do without IRC. So the defense stops the pick and fade here once again. So watch, they're gonna stop this, but I did a fade into an IRC backdoor. I know the fade is dead, I know the drive is dead, so I tab R1, hold L2, and just immediately backdoor KG. That's something that is not possible to do without understanding how to use IRC in this game. And you must turn icon receiver control on so you can turn your screeners to as dynamic as this. Like, essentially what you're doing here is you're making your screener incredibly dynamic. Because are you committing to having the screener make a play here? Sure, you are, because you're user controlling him only. But remember, because there's that 0.75 seconds where you are screener and handler, so you can create this parallel effect, cut back. Like, that's beautiful, and that's incredibly hard to defend because a defender, computer or user, is not going to be used to this. Like, rarely anyone uses a screener this way. This is the best way to use a screener, and if you get a dynamic screener like a KG or like an AD, this is the way to do it. And understand this, whenever IRC is triggered, everything is cancelled. So like, you get back to freelance spread and everybody just spaces out for your cutter. So watch, I'm in like horn spacing here, but I triggered IRC. So watch, everybody gets out of the way because I got Clippers freelance on. So it's essentially a 5 out with the cutter going in by himself. So that's why you want the Clippers freelance while you're also running IRC, so you can have this element going. Okay, so make sure you get the Clippers freelance on to do this. So watch, I'm calling a play here this time, but the play kind of just failed. So I get it to KG, there's nothing I can do. I try to ISO blow by, not a good idea. Work it back around to Sura, work it back to Bridges, but then I see the defense is denying KG like crazy, so I tap R1, hold triangle, IRC backdoor, cut KG right away. Everybody gets out of the way because it's Clippers freelance. Perfect for backdoors. And like, it's all about turning nothing into something. So IRC screening controls are great, but you can also use IRC whenever, right? Like, I try to finish inside here. There's nothing here for me, so I'm just gonna back out. Control KG, seal the position. I got position there by controlling KG, so I kind of backdoor defender, and I just kind of like butt seal them. So I did a triangle cut here for Ferguson. I'm holding down a triangle, as you can see. I'm trying to flush Ferguson in to get like a nice, easy backdoor. Nothing. Defense stops it. So it didn't pan out. But then I can see the defenders denying KG too high. So I tap R1, hold L2, hold turbo, become KG, and I just backdoor. That's pretty fun to use. Trust me. Like, get this down and you have a ton of fun. So this IRC control element will also make you better in transition. So you can see I'm going up to court in transition here. I didn't call a screen. I see KG is really open. So I'm going to tap R1, hold L2, and I'm going to drive KG in. So Ferguson's going to go in me for a second. So I'm creating myself better transition passing lanes. That's also really important. So you can use IRC for pick and rolls. You have to use that for sure. But also don't forget to use it in fast breaks or backdoor. So watch, KG's kind of high here. I can see the defender's out of position. So I just cut him in by becoming KG myself. And Marbury is still going to move forward because of that 0.75 seconds. So it keeps the defense honest. So IRC is a great final attack tactic. You can even use it for post position. So I'm working the ball around. Nothing is really working out. I need one, final move to get things going. I try to hit it with a pick and fade here. I do the pick and fade. There's still nothing. So Computer KG ran a bad route, so I'm going to IRC him, move him out of the way. But I see there's a switch. It's Barbosa, so I just get myself to the elbow, get myself into good position with the IRC. Computer screener would never do that for you. Alright? So, if you enjoyed this, please add me a like. And make sure to check out later. We have a free review tourney hosted by me and the Bucks with $5,000 worth of cash as a final prize. So keep an eye out for that. I'll keep you guys posted. And this IRC element, it's very important. So make sure you get it down. I suggest practice it. You will never be able to make your screener really as dynamic as what you can achieve here with the IRC control. In pick and rolls, in pick and fades, or even in transition, or just regular backdoors. But I suggest you adopt this to your pick and roll game immediately, because it's going to really help you out to increase your efficiency, because you will have the most dynamic screener that likely a defense would ever see. Like, computer stands no chance. Your friends would be like, how is this guy shortening his roll? Because there is no roll shorten feature in NBA 2K. But shortening a roll is one of the most legit weapons in basketball today. Like Draymond Green and Stephen Curry runs the deadliest short roll of all time. And Anthony Davis and LeBron, you bet yourself they'll be running that in the NBA next year too. But in 2K you can't do it. But with the IRC now you can. So very happy that I was able to figure this out. Hope this helps you out. As always, thanks for coming by. Shout out to Bucks Gaming for the sponsorship. And once again, I'll speak to you guys again very soon.